this is Sai Sashwati and I'm a legal intern at LexGate. So today I'll talk about operation and mismanagement in a company. We know that in a company there are majority shareholders, there are minority shareholders. Here we are not talking only just of numbers. Here we are talking about the voting rights. So, in a company, the management takes place on the basis of majority rule. But we cannot ignore the minority rights and interests. So, whenever in a company the majority gets in power, there are chances it will exploit its powers and indulge itself in various activities that will be beneficial for the individual but not for the company. And gradually the minority interest will be hampered, and no one also can question the majority because all the voting rights are there with the majority and they can do whatever they want. That's why the Companies Act 2013 came with the chapter 16, which talks about the prevention of operation and management in a company. The concept of operation and mismanagement was first ruled in the case of Voss versus Harbital. Here, the defendants were the two minority shareholders of the company, and they sued their director. The directors were indulged in a fraudulent and illegal activity that was very injurious to the company and the minority shareholders. That's why they took the case. They brought a case against them. Here, the court ruled that the defendant act was not only injurious to the plaintiff; it was injurious to the whole corporation, and for that, the company should sue itself in its own name. So, operation means lack of morality and fair dealing in the affairs of company that is very prejudicial to some of the members of company or the company itself. The definition of operation was explained by Lord Cooper in the case of Elder versus Elder Watson in 1952. It said that the essence of the matter seems to be that the conduct complied of should at the lowest involve a visible departure from the standards of fair dealing and a violation of the condition of fair play on which every shareholder who entrusts his money to company is entitled to rely. Looking into the judicial enactments, we can categorize which acts can be called as operation and which acts shouldn't be called as operation. Few of them I'll discuss here. So, the acts such as not calling a meeting and keeping the shareholders at doubt will always amount to operation. If the company do not maintain its record and it doesn't conduct its affairs according to the Companies Act, that will amount to operation. If it doesn't give the dividend to its shareholders, the shareholders or a member, then it will amount to operation. Some acts that will not amount to operation are if the director is very inefficient or very negligently did any act which hampered the company. If the directors do not hold a meeting, then that will not amount to operation. Lack of details in a notice that are given before a meeting, that will never amount to operation. So, for operation, the members of for any act of operation, the members have to give an application to the NCLT. Sometimes the member give the application, the government also sue the company for having operation or mismanagement in the company. Then next comes mismanagement. What is mismanagement? Mismanagement means the process in which a company function itself dishonestly, or it's a process in which the company's affairs are practiced in such a way that it is very prejudicial to the interest of the company. So, mismanagement has also been divided. The acts of mismanagement are also divided, like which act will be called as mismanagement and which acts will not be called as mismanagement. The acts called as mismanagement, such as any fight between the directors, and if there is a if the company is not following any articles of association, or is violating the articles of association or any statutory provision that are given under the Companies Act, this will always amount to mismanagement. But if the company removes any member of the company, then that will never be amount to mismanagement. So, operation and mismanagement complaint can be filed by the minority shareholders, and there are some provision under Companies Act which says about operation, who can file the complaint against operation and mismanagement. Mostly the shareholder files the complaint. Sometimes the government also sues the company for the operation and mismanagement, but that's done when an application has been filed by the shareholder to the government. And every action is not called as operation or mismanagement. A mere operation can never be called as operation until and unless it is very harsh and burdensome on the minority shareholders. A conduct of the majority shareholder where maximum of profit is going to the majority shareholders, and that is done in a malified intention, where there is a collateral benefit to the company, then that is also called as operation. So the concept of operation and mismanagement is very wide, and there are certain provision under Companies Act which regulates operation and mismanagement. So operation and mismanagement are there under Companies Act, so that the minorities' interests will be protected, and that's all about operation and mismanagement. Thank you.